Greetings, friends! I'm continuing on with a project that I recently started right in here, and that's building a food pantry. So recently we started with this wall right here, setting up recycled wood for the walls and recycled commercial shelves that were kind of rusty, and we decided just to paint them black, and then we started setting up some of our preserved food items here. And I'm liking it, I'm digging it, but we still have a lot more work to go. We have on this opposite side, we're gonna do the same setup here. We're gonna have recycled wood on the wall, and then have a shelf that will also be black that we can put all our food items in. But this wall right here, we're gonna have as an accent wall. We're gonna do something a little different than the other two walls. On each of the other two walls, we'll have storage for food. But here, we're gonna have an accent wall that will do some kind of color. I don't know, let me know in the comment section below what color I should do, what would go with the wood look. And here, it's going to be a food preservation station. So we're putting up drywall here that we were changing around, that was on this wall here. We're moving it over to here, and there's an AC unit that we're cutting out, need to do a cutout for. So that's where we're at right now in this project. So we need to get this cut out, and then this piece of drywall set up on the wall. All right, now we got our hole cut out. Next we need to lift the drywall up there and screw it in. But right now Josiah's been helping me out, but I think we need an extra hand. So we have to go get my wife, Lacie, to help me set it up there. Will help us. Because Josiah, he was doing a real good job with helping me out here. We just had to take a whole bunch of stuff that we had been storing in this room, because this room has gone through several transformations of uses for various items, but it was kind of more like just a junk storage room. So he helped me get those items out so we can make sure we're focusing on this room being a food pantry and not just some junk closet. All right, could you give me a hand with this in there? I'm setting up, continuing to work on our food pantry. I know you're doing a great job over there as always, editing the video. Can you give me an extra hand?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. We're gonna have to lift this up, and let's first just see if it will fit in here. Maybe I won't take this. We'll see. Stop, don't push this side. Side there, or are we too wide? Too wide. All right, we're gonna bring it down. We'll bring that down. All right, so this wall is just a little bit shorter than the wall that this drywall was on. So decide, go ahead and climb through here. It's kind of tight in here. Go ahead and climb in there. We'll see if we can get a measurement. Yep. Good thing I cut that hole there. And grab that. There we go. Yep. Come on over to here. See what we got. Is that tight?
Yep.
All right. 88 3/4. We're gonna go up high. 88 3/4 is that one.
Oh, wait, that.
Way around. Straight up down.
Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see? Awake on the floor, looking out for one and more. This is so unreal. I must have been wrong. Guess your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you. Ready to bleed from this all, or to to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own. You knock me down, swept my feet off the ground, put me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. 'Cause I must be strong, 'cause this might go on for long. 'Cause I was wrong, and he's always.
All right, so this piece is up, and I didn't do the best job, looks like, measuring for our cutout here, but I can fix it. I must admit, a confession to make, I am not a carpenter. I'm not a construction guy, but here on the homestead, we just do various projects and do the best we can. And that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe Josiah, when he gets a little bit older, he may be able to do way better than me at some of these things. And some of you, you're probably experts at doing some of these things, and you're probably pointing out all the different ways that I'm doing it wrong, but hey, I'm trying. And I know some of you out there may be like me, and you're just doing what you can. Don't get discouraged. Just try to do what you can here and there with different areas. I'm a farmer, homesteader, fitness guy. Those are things that I'm good at. Those are things that I enjoy doing the most. Every now and then I'll do projects like that, like this. And but for on the more serious projects, the ones that need to be like, they look really good and they're more serious, those are the ones that it's best to hire somebody out for. If you just don't feel like I don't on some of those things, like electrical things, I'm gonna hire somebody out to do those things. I don't want to do it. I'm nervous about doing it. There's much better people at doing those things than me. Well, next we're gonna try doing better on the cutout here, because we got to cut out around this electrical outlet here for the next piece that we're gonna put on. Go ahead and start popping some of those screws out, Josiah.
Yes, sir.
Please. Alright, so we have, let's see, 15.5 down from the edge down to the top. So there's that. And we have 34.25 from the end here to the wall. 34.25. And then we have 27.5 from here. So I'm not going to be able to cut a piece within the, I'll have to just put a little small piece in there later on and just make a box just like that, a cut out in the drywall. So then we have 27.5, and then we have 4 3/4 there. Trying to cut out right there. 4 1/4. Alright, we got it. Double check our measurements. Alright, 15.5. 34 1/4. Alrighty. That one is not right, so we're gonna double check that one. Should be 7.5. Alright, see if this will fit. Hopefully better than that. Oh, that's pretty good for me. A gap there. scrape it off, clean it up. Yeah, just like that. Get another hole, clean it up.
I covered it up.
Good job. Doing a great job here, Sailor.
Thanks.
So the other wire shelf that I showed you in the food pantry that was spray painted black, Sailor and I were working together on that shelf. And she's working on now the second shelf, and she's pretty much starting the project all by herself. So I feel like you're a rock star now. You're homesteading rock star and don't even need me. Over here getting started all by yourself. And based on a couple of suggestions that you guys made in the comments of the last time when we were working on the project, talked about raising the shelves up where we can spray paint them, as well as going ahead and getting them the shelves stacked together where we can actually spray paint them. So we're actually going to take that advice and try it out. So Sailor here has raised up the wire shelf, and she's also painting the pole here. So go ahead next and spray paint those black, and then we're going to put the shelf, that part of the shelves together, and then we'll start spray painting all the other shelves while it's stacked together. That way we can just reach on top, and whatever spray is just kind of loosely going down. Instead of going all over here on the tarp like we had before, it can just go on to the other shelf. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I need the drill. You got the drill? No? Tools move around here. Sometimes I forget where I leave them. Sometimes the kids move them around. So it might be a combination of two. Let's find our drill. Where is that drill? Hey, have you guys seen my drill?
Nope.
Well, you guys are doing a fine job reorganizing the shelves for me. With setting up those new shelves that we're working on, we had some other shelves that were in there that were smaller. And I was like, instead of just getting rid of them, let's reuse them. And right now, these guys are doing a great job with setting them up in here. Hey, Lacie, have you seen my drill? Can't find it.
I thought I saw it on a shelf.
Where at?
I thought it was in the bunkhouse where the boys working, because I was looking at what a good job they've been doing.
What? There it is, right there, guys.
Oh, I couldn't see that.
Come on. It was right here with you. If it was a snake, it would have said, and got you. All right. Come on. There we go. Alright, you should be able to let go now.
Okay.
So you like it in here?
Yeah, it's really starting to come together.
So I'm trying to think about a certain color for the accent wall here. And one of the colors that I'm leaning towards is maybe like a green, like this green right here. I think that'd look neat.
It's your project. I'm gonna let you paint it whatever you want.
Alright, are you sure about that? Wild man at work. You never know what might turn out here.
You go right ahead and paint it whatever color you want.
Alright.
I'm excited about actually having some room to put stuff because, you know, we live in 700 square feet and that's it. And we really needed extra space to put more food because that's one reason why I haven't done a lot of canning. I haven't done a lot of the food preservation is because I've had nowhere to put it. I hadn't even been able to stock up on stuff until we started putting things in here. And I know some of y'all were worried about the amount of oil that we're using. Well, we were using about a bottle of olive oil a week, so every week I would buy an extra one whenever I started stocking up. And even now we're using more butter and ghee and more non-seed oils, which olive oil isn't a seed oil, but I'm trying to get away from vegetable oils. So the only thing we use olive oil for now is for like salad dressings and things like that. So I may give some of these away, or I don't know, we'll figure out what to do with them. But I know some of y'all were worried about my oil going rancid, and really this isn't that old.
And one of the big things about seed oils is they are known to be inflammatory, and which can cause a number of different issues in your body. And some of those seed oils can be cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, corn oil,
canola,
things like that.
Also rapeseed oil.
So those are things you also want to stay away from. And hydrogenated oils, those things are just bad for you. Stay away from all of those. And any of just the vegetable oils are not good either.
Yeah, no, the safer like oils are going to be your avocado oil, your olive oil, and your coconut oil. But really for like your cooking and your high heat stuff, ghee is really great. And I've been using a lot of ghee and butter. I haven't used tallow yet. I want to try tallow, but maybe I need to get some tallow and I need to render that down. So maybe that's another project.
And with each of the items that we have here, we're trying to develop a system where we are cycling the items in and out. So as we use something in the house, we'll come out here to the pantry and then bring one of those items back in that was used. And then when we bring in something new that we buy, then we'll put it right here in the food pantry and just have a system to where it's not just sitting in here and things are going to be getting old, that we actually have a system of using these things. So those are just things to keep in mind. And when we were just recently out, I think Walmart was the store that we were out, and then it was just so alarming to see so much that was missing in the store, especially at the time we were looking in the food section, and it was like empty, and I was like, oh man, making me take this even more seriously of what we're doing. So you guys really keep that in mind, that you really need to be even more concerned about taking care of providing for you and for your family, and storing up some things. And some of those things include some bulk items as well, which you're doing some of that too.
And you know, I don't eat very many grains now, especially as since I've gone more carnivore, and I've been that way. I'm like not really meat heavy in my diet, so I haven't been using grains. But I do have camlet flour, spelt, and I have corn flour, and just some other things on hand because you know, when you're hungry, and we might need it. And I know some of y'all are also worried about storing in these containers. I do have Mylar bags that I need to transfer stuff to, but you know, we haven't had a problem with pests out here in this room as of yet. Now watch, as soon as I say that, we're gonna find something, but we haven't yet, and it is my goal to have containers for these, so you know, nothing gets into them and they don't go bad.
All part of the process, making progress. Turns out we're putting much more work into this project than I originally thought that we were going to have to. From sanding down and painting the wired shelves to redoing the walls and everything else in between, this project has become a major focus over the past few days for us here on the homestead. But when I think about those empty shelves, it inspires me and motivates me even more in this project and everything else that we do here on the homestead. Makes me take everything that we do here even more seriously. Well, stay tuned to see the progress that we made in this pantry, as well as this really neat tool that we're going to be using right here. Stay tuned.